artists come from having nothing to getting money. But a lot of y'all dying broke. A lot of these rappers are dying broke.
Unfortunately, that's the bad thing about it.
From what I understand, and this is just from what I understand, Pac died broke. Pac is worth probably about over $100 million now.
You gotta say allegedly, man.
From what I understand, allegedly, Pac died broke. Right?
Yeah.
I think they said he died probably maybe $5,000, something like that in the bank, something like that. Something like that. I'm not, like I said, allegedly. They say DMX died broke. Black Rob died broke.
So I
say allegedly, but I think that's true.
I got a question. Do you think that there's a connection somewhere in the mix of people their financial stability with their mental and physical health? Do you think there's a connection some kind of way with that? Is there a sense?
Probably because they're not able to, as far as the mental part, they're not able to focus on what matters.
True.
They're distracted.
True. I agree with you on that. Like, honestly, I feel that, the most important things that we should really that we should take to heart, like loved ones, family and stuff like that. And just being, just a good person in general. But yeah, I feel that you're right that, when you have things that come in mind, like your financial well-being, that opens you up to whatever, just to make sure that you're trying to, put that intact. You're always thinking about, what's your next move in regards to that.
Right. And for the physical part, a lot of times the physical part is like, when you exercise, you eat right, you got to hustle in you. You got to, or when you're young, because you understand, like when you're young, you can eat whatever you want to eat.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of, your body, like you said, it's that new car. You know what I'm saying? It's running. Mm-hmm. And when you get when you start turning like 30, 40, you got to take care of your body a little bit more. And when your body starts to run down, your mental is not there. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not as sharp as you used to be. You're not as focused as you used to be because you're not exercising. You're not eating right. I noticed that. I noticed that in my own personal life now. Like when I exercise, like for example, I take my daughter to school every morning. Before that, let's say a few months ago, I was like, yo, like I don't want to get up in the morning. I didn't want to take her to school. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. When I started exercising, my eyes open up. Let's get it. Get these clothes on, come downstairs, get her stuff, get her vitamins and everything ready so she can take them. Let's get up out of here. Got a lot of energy. Before that, I didn't want to get up in the morning. See, you don't have that get up and go. You know what I'm saying? That energy, like let's get it. You don't have to hustle. Cause your body, you ain't got it in you anymore. That you did, like you did when you were young. Yep. So yeah, the financial part definitely, as far as like their health and mental health, like it affects them. You might when you were younger and when you were sharper, you might have made a lot of money. But then, you might have a little bit that you're chilling on that might be, constantly coming in, but you can place it now. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying this is everybody because there's probably some unhealthy people out here that's getting it. you know, but just generally speaking, that's how I feel, you know. But yeah, a lot of y'all dying broke, man. A lot of people dying broke, and
And I just want to say one thing, man. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure, man, because those brothers are definitely on a mission to try to help change that narrative
right,
within our community. So stuff like that is well needed within our culture, as opposed as it's as opposed to us pushing the narrative years and years of pushing like the type of person that a person had to be to just be successful and try to make it out of circumstances that they were thrust in. They're helping to change that narrative by
and they
what they're doing.
and they hustle, man. Like
Yeah, they are.
they every day they made a podcast and they had a mission,
Yeah,
you know, to get to help Black people,
exactly.
you know. So it's important, man. Like, there's no way allegedly that DMX should die broke.
Mm,
Why? How?
exactly.
But, hold on.
Do it.
Let me do this because I want to look up how many records
Mm,
DMX has sold.
before now.
Because there's no way that DMX should die broke.
Mm,
Worldwide, DMX sold 74 million records.
wow, dude. That's wow. That's wow.
Worldwide, 74 million records.
Dang. That's wow. That means like just that alone, there should be some peace of mind to an artist like that, where they should be at a good place, financially, saying like, what, I'm good, my family's good, you know, I have something from that. But you know what? And at the same time, we don't know what kind of deals he was signed to.
But see that, but that's the thing though. Like, here's one thing I understand about music.
What's that?
It's always somebody waiting to jerk you.
Yeah, yeah. And that's something that, I got it, me being a producer myself, something that I gotta make sure I'm aware of as well. So like it ain't easy.
Here's the thing about the jerk.
What's that?
You always get something out of it. You
Good or bad? You're right. You are right. You're gonna get
whether
something
you
out of it, good or bad.
right. And when you get treated like that, you know, we have too many examples of people not treating their money. It don't matter how small of amount of money you get. You have to know how to manage it.
That's important.
You
That's
know,
really important.
take that money, go buy some land, do something. You know, don't treat your money like that, man. Like, we understand you got jerk, cool. Go I don't know, go pay your credit off. Go, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get your credit score straight.
Hold up. And shout out to, of course, people like Budgetnista for sure. People like that. Him 500, MG the mortgage guy, Wall Street Trapper, people like that. Shout out big shout out to all of them for, putting people on game to try to let you know what to do with your money and how to manage that. So yeah, man, big shout out.
Yeah, I mean, even though you're getting jerked, you're around rich people.
Yeah.
Learn from them. Like, I think Jadakiss said something like, yo, I don't know how to, like, I think he said something to the extent of like the object of the game is to make money, but also how to keep it.
Definitely.
Like that's the game. Like you got to know how to keep money.
You do.
I mean, listen, man. Look at you. Come on, let's look at your grandparents.
Yeah.
My great grandmother used to have a big jar with nothing but pennies and quarters and dimes, nickels in.
My granddad did too, man. Just like my granddad did too. Like it's it's funny. Like our grandparents. I think they were with the exposure to education or whatever they had about it. They made some kind of sense to where like they were able to maintain their way of life.
Right.
A good number of them. So.
But yeah,
definitely. They got some documentation. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, it's no way that Black Rob. Now, granted, they say that Black Rob's net worth was $2.3 million.
Really?
Now, this is what they say. People are saying. Like the how you look up the net worth and everything. I don't know. I think they be lying sometimes. I don't know. But the thing about it is that they say Black Rob died broke. And once again, I understand. Hey, allegedly he got jerked. He had a bad deal. Allegedly, a lot of people had bad deals. Nas had a bad deal. His first deal was bad. But like I said, when you get jerked, you get a lot of. There's still some room to make some money. You still have a brand name. You still can get out here and hustle. But what I'm saying is that don't die broke. Like, and I'm talking about real life. Like always find a way to make some money, especially if you got kids. Like, you got a legacy. We got to find ways, Black people. Like all people. You gotta find ways to try to make a living, man, and try to build something for your kids, because at the end of the day, they didn't belong. They didn't ask to be here. DMX got 14. Was that 14 kids?
Yeah.
ODB got how many kids? ODB had about 13 kids, 10 kids, something like that. Like, I'm sure that whatever. And this is what it is, unfortunately. A lot of these artists are worth more dead than alive.
That's sad. That's a sad part about it. That's really sad.
Right? Because fake people like y'all out there who don't, I'm talking to you. Feel a certain way, it don't matter. I don't care. Just saying, y'all fake fans. Y'all don't support y'all people when they alive. Y'all rather go buy when they dead. How else is the person more dead than alive? How else? DMX merch about to sell out the roof. His merch about to go crazy.
Yeah, I read that too. Yeah, because he's definitely up in his streams. Definitely up in his streams ever since he's died.
What's wrong with y'all, man? Like, once again, you celebrate death and don't even know it. people dying and you ain't supporting them while they living.
Wise person said, people always don't get these flowers when they can smell them. Kanye had a good gem right there, man.
Man, it's crazy out here. But a lot of people dying broke, man. A lot of people signing bad contracts. I know we were talking about this the other day, but I was talking about um who was it I was talking about? Young Dolph. Shout out to Young Dolph. I was watching the $1 million worth of game episode. I didn't get a chance to finish the whole thing, but he was talking about like this whole time he's been major and he got a chance to sign. I mean, he's been independent. He got a chance to sign with a major, and he turned it down.
They said why he turned it down. Were you able to get deeper into that episode at the time?
Nah, I think that he felt like it. He felt like if they gave him $24 million, and he turned it down because he felt like he could make. If you're gonna give me $24 million, I could probably make that, probably more, because you feel like I'm worth that.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between me taking upfront $24 million and grinding it out for 12 months and making 19, 15? Standing on top of his brand and letting it be to the point where he could honestly look back and say, I did this without a major. Yeah, I get now. Granted, I understand. Listen, I understand you struggle. A lot of people are struggling. They need money right now. But I would say that patience is the best virtue that you could ever have. It's the best thing you can ever have.
It is.
Because you could be patient and then make 5,000 here, 10,000 here, 15,000 here.
And that's the thing that I think we got to keep starting to push in our culture and just the people in general, man. Because a lot of people are so quick about making that quick buck. They're not trying to play the long money game. And in the long run, I think there's more on the back end if you play the long game than trying to get a quick, easy buck.
Right.
So but a lot of people, it's just a mindset people try to have, unfortunately.
You can't trust these, man. You know what? Listen, yeah. Don't listen, man. If you're selling 74 million records, have something.
Exactly.
Have something. If you're gonna have all these kids, have something. Don't die broke, man. Like, come on. I know we can't take it with us when we gone, but at least you can leave something for the people that you left on this earth that didn't ask to be here.
Exactly.
Well, man, like, I mean, why do you think people dying broke? What you think?
People are, my honest thing, man, I think people are so caught up in some of this now.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean like people. I'm speaking about like these artists. I'm sorry, who are
I think these artists are trying to they're so caught up into what's going on now, they're not thinking about tomorrow. They're trying to live, life at the seat of their pants right now. Like life is happening to them right now. Like they got whatever going on, they're trying to live it up right now. So the idea of thinking about that there is a tomorrow, it's just my belief. I don't think a lot of people are taking that concept into consideration that, what about tomorrow? And even if it ain't no tomorrow for you, what about your loved ones or your family? Because out of the grand scheme of things, the least, I would say the least that all of us could do is to at least think about, you know, our kids, our family members who, you know, who we look after or who's on our mind when we think about, like, you know, you want to make sure you're taking care of them. In my mind, and like, to me, that's my tomorrow. That's my tomorrow. Not no guarantee for, you know, for me, but my tomorrow is thinking about what's going on as far as like what's going to happen. God forbid if something happened to me for my child, then what? Like,
Right.
what have I did enough to prepare for, you know, for them when I'm not gone?
Because here's the thing. Not only y'all die, these artists die broke, but how you not gonna leave a will?
AKA, it's gonna hurt me to say this. That's the issue that's going on with Prince and his estate.
But that honestly, that's probably worse. Being rich
Yeah,
and not leaving a will.
It is worse.
Because at least when you ain't got a will and you broke, you like, all right, well, shoot, you ain't got nothing to break up anyway. Now you got all this money, and now we got to figure out what to do with it. Like, how do you not leave a will? Like, come on, like we gotta come on, man. Like, listen, we gotta stop. We gotta grow up.
You gotta do better, man.
Like, we gotta grow up.
You gotta do better. And I think I mean, in our culture, that message is being promoted. But, you know, as far as like with artists, like, you know, I don't know if that's definitely something that needs to be pushed out a lot more. You know, speaking about, like, you know, making sure that you have a will, making sure that, you know, you're setting up something for, you know, your kids or your family. It, God forbid, if an event or something happens to you, you know, you did all this, and I mean, you just owe your family that. At least you do all this work to get whatever going for them. And say you put something aside, set up for them. The least you could do is just make sure that there's something in place to where you want it to be carried out a certain kind of way.
Right, like at least plan. Like, listen, I know a couple of my family members who plan their whole funeral, top to bottom, what flowers, what they wanted, who they wanted to speak, all of that. Like, that was important to them because they didn't want, when they were gone, they didn't want a bunch of confusion about what they wanted. What would grandma want? What would uncle want? You know, what would this? I'm telling you exactly how I wanted to go then.
I gotta add this, man. As a side note, they ain't want to be there like James Earl Jones and Coming to America too. They ain't want to be at the funeral.
Hey, he died the way he's supposed to die. You know what I'm saying? The way he wanted to die, like a king, standing up.
They ain't want to see their own funeral, man. They ain't put that in there.
My man, listen, my man died standing up. Listen, everybody died laying down.
You want to be a G
died on his feet.
He wanted to be a G by to switch it up for real.
Exactly.
He wanted to bring something to it.
That's how you go. On your own terms. He said, I'm gonna die now, son.
He was a king.
I'm gonna die now, son. You take care of me. I'm out. Take care of the kingdom. That's how you do it. I was cracking up, but I'm like, that's how you go out, like a G. King that you are, man. I'm just saying. That's how you do it, man. You don't die broke.
No, you don't.
You don't die broke. Kings don't. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, y'all saying, y'all this, y'all that, all of this, man. You know, once again, I'm speaking about rappers. It's a lot of rappers braggadocious.
It is.
It's very braggadocious genre. But y'all bragging on stuff, but they ain't taking care of business. Nip took care of business.
Exactly. And just keeping it in the buck, man. Not against rap, not against rappers, but we are against those thugs.
Thugs.
Shout out to both thugs, man.
The thugs that don't take care of business. that don't take care of their kids. You out here skeeting and beating and you ain't taking care of your kids.
Mm. I think they're really caught up. A lot of rappers, man, a lot of artists are caught up into now. They're living day by day for now, and I'm pretty sure their mindset is like, well, how am I gonna get this? And how am I gonna get that? And I think, and I also think that, you know, a lot of them know what to do, but the idea of handling it right now and in the present is beyond them, because they're thinking about, like, you know, well, when I get XYZ or whatever and then I can handle that. But first I got to get this and get that.
Well, let me ask you this.
What's up?
Is it beyond them or are they scared?
That's another thing too. A lot of people don't like talking about, you know, about death, or the fact that, like, you know, when they're not here, they don't want to imagine that. A lot of people don't. It's uncomfortable.
They don't want to handle the fact that all of this stuff that they work for, or they don't want to face the fact that all the stuff they work for, all this, they get to this point, got all this money, and it's all gonna be gone one day, and they ain't gonna be able to enjoy it. And somebody else is gonna be able to enjoy it.
That too. The reality is, you know, reality is a hard pill to swallow, man.
You gotta be like Nip said. What Nip say? I'm sorry, I brought up Nip a few times, but I'm just saying he's a great example for y'all. I feel like Nip was placed here to be an example for this new generation. He said, I got 100,000. He said, I got $1 million on my flesh. Y'all don't know what he was talking about when he said that. I think it was $1 million or something like that. He was saying, I'm life insurance. I'm insured. So when I die, my family taken care of.
Dope.
That's what he was saying. Like y'all listen to that was that singing his lyrics. Like, that was dope. But he was saying he got $1 million on his flesh, and I might be saying this wrong, but I know he said it to something to that extent. Meaning, when I die, this flesh is worth $1 million. The flesh, this I'm already insured. I'm good. Not to mention all the other stuff, cryptocurrency. I got the Crenshaw t-shirts is ringing off. I got some $50 t-shirts go ringing off. He doing it still. Streams bring it off. You know why? Because Nip owned every last one of his songs. Remember, he only put out one major album. What about all the other street albums he put out? They bring it off because he's gone and everybody's streaming it. He owned all them songs.
That's how you're supposed to do it. That's dope.
Nip is he's an example for most rappers. That's how you do it. $100 mixtape. That's how you do it. Come on, do business. People don't die broke. Like, come on, man. It makes me upset.
Dude, the only thing we can do, man, is just, like, you know, speak our narrative and, you know, give our point of view on it. It's up to now to where, like, you know, whoever listens to take, you know, the next step and, you know, and proceed with some kind of action. So it's something we can do.
It's crazy, man. But, you know, like, listen, if y'all want to die broke, if y'all want to invest, look, give me $100,000. Me and Trim gonna be rich. Our family's gonna be set because we're gonna take chances and we're gonna do what we gotta do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on. It's not, don't do that. Don't listen, y'all. A lot of y'all, and I'm gonna end it like this. A lot of y'all banking on tomorrow, man. A lot of y'all saying, "Oh, I take care of that tomorrow. I'm gonna take care of that tomorrow." A lot of these rappers ain't here no more, dog.
No.
Big L ain't here no more. Big Pun ain't here no more. You think they of course they thought they was gonna have a tomorrow. Freaky Ty ain't here no more. Big ain't here no more. Of course they thought they was gonna have a tomorrow. I guarantee that day they said, "Yo, I'll see y'all tomorrow." Yeah, I'll see you next week. It didn't come. And I listen, I probably look back at this and talk to myself about that when I look at this. Because a lot of us are guilty of that. So I'll leave it at that. Now, but with that being said, though, there's a lot of young rappers.
Oh yeah, there is, man.
In the game, right?
Definitely is.
Now, some of y'all young rappers is taking major deals, which I don't understand why y'all still signing major deals. Just my opinion. I don't know. There's so much independent money out here, it's ridiculous. And ways to do it. But I'm talking about the little rappers, the ones that, that your mom had to co-sign the contract.
Mm.
Those, the little Bow Wows, the little Romeos of the world.
The ones of today that's running the world.
Yeah, the littles. If you're gonna listen, if you're gonna sign a major, let me ask you this, Jim. What do you think if a young kid, 9, 10 years old, 11, 12, 13, is going to sign a contract for a major? What should be in that contract? What do you think should be in that contract?
Also, how that money is going to be broken down, at least.
Okay.
And making sure that it explains it. I guess it lays everything out for you. But I would say, with anything, make sure you got a lawyer with you at present before diving into that.
But think about this. I want you to think on this track here.
What's up?
This wave. First of all, it's already a little suspect that this kid is about to operate in an adult arena, right? Like he's about to be, he or she's about to be in an adult arena, meaning that she's gonna be around a lot of money and a lot of people, adults who want to make them stars, and they're going to be put in positions where there's going to be a lot of dangerous things around them.
Definitely.
Drugs, and this is just the reality of it. This hip hop, rock and roll, all of that is no different, right?
Nope.
But you might move safe with this young artist. Cool. But artists like Michael Jackson, who didn't get the chance to go to school, didn't get a chance to be a kid.
Yeah.
You got to set them up right.
You do.
Like,
you do.
Like you as a parent should be like, all right, listen. One, I don't think my kid needs all this money.
True. That's true.
So let's take some of this money, maybe chop it and take 25% of it or something like that, and put this up, or I don't know. Try to put it into in something to where he or she doesn't touch it. Right. So, you can put it in the contract that, this X amount of money is put into an account. And when they turn 18, 19, they can go to college with it or whatever. Because a lot of you parents out there pimping your kids, man.
Yeah, I believe that's happening a lot too. I mean, I think that for some parents, their kids are their tickets out of whatever situations they're in. Like that's and that I mean that goes on a wide spectrum where you got parents doing it for kids for like their music or sports, whatever, using their kids as a means to try to live their dreams that they had.
Right. Like right now with some little kids, he's dreaming to be a rapper. I'm going to be better than Jay-Z. He's sitting there penning. He writing his rap right now. Excuse me. But he also doesn't know that it's some independent artists out there or some label out there looking at them like, man, he has great talent or she has great talent. We can put him on the stage. We can do this with him. We can do that with him. We can make a whole lot of money. They don't know some label out there trying to take their art and exploit it.
Oh yeah.
And steal from them.
All day.
So understand, young person, young man, young woman, that you need to understand that you have a future. That you have a now, but you also have a future. One day you're gonna be popping. Another day you ain't gonna be popping.
True.
You can't pop forever. You're not. So you always need something to fall back on. Save your money. Don't spend it on Jordans. If you're gonna buy Jordans, buy Jordan stock. Buy Nike stock.
Exactly.